Hey fam. I hope you're well. You might have seen that I have decided to engage with myself in a 21-day challenge, or rather what I really call it is just putting in a super effort for however long you need until you feel that internal shift that you know is necessary in the moment. And I sort of wanted to touch on how you might know if you need to be putting in super effort and what your super effort should be. Because it's not the same for every single individual. Sometimes the super effort is more of a masculine energy, really like taking action, putting things out there, doing. But other times it's more of a feminine, and it's a pullback, it's a retreat, it's a submit, it's a, what's the word? It's not coming. Passivity, more of like, yes, just like a pulling back, disengaging and just allowing yourself space to be. So you are going to have to know what your effort is on your own. For me, I am prone to being in the swampy feminine. I'm prone to depression and anxiety and inaction. Like I can self-sabotage. I mean, like nobody can. So these last few months, just given what's happening in the world and my choices within that context, they've been really hard. It's hard to hold space for for something that's not very mainstream, for something that not everyone is choosing. So I've felt extremely alone and sad and frustrated and confused and resentful, and depression has taken up shop in my body and in my life. And so I have become stagnant, and stagnancy isn't really something that exists within life. You are either in growth or you are in death. And you see that in nature. Nature never stops. Nature never stands still. Nature is in constant evolution, as are we, because we are of this beautiful, beautiful earth. So stagnancy doesn't exist. So when you are stuck, when you are stagnant, when you are like debilitated in your own emotions, by your experience here, that might as well be dying. And that's like the harsh reality. And sometimes that harsh reality can drop you further into the depressed emotional state. But we just have to be strong enough to remember our resilience, and to remember that from contraction, an expansion is inevitable. Just like breath, we exhale, and from simply relaxing, we draw life force back in. The inhale, the intake, it comes again. So just like breath, it's very natural to go through moments in life of expansion and contraction. So it's these depressive states, or these swampy emotional states, they're so necessary, and they're ripe with fruit. They really are. So it's not about not going into your downs. It's not about ignoring the bad feelings. It's really giving yourself grace to go into those spaces so that you can see, okay, what the fuck do I need to do with this energy? How is all of this feeling sacred? How does this represent my sacred why? How is this emotional state showing me what I really value and what I really want out of my life? Okay, so now we get that information, and what action steps are going to take me towards those even more? Because now you have to engage with the universe, and you have to engage with God, and you have to put in the effort. You have to meet the universe halfway. You have to meet your desires halfway. When you put in that effort and you sound do to the gods, to the universe, they start to come and meet you halfway. You have to remember your desires and what you value wants you and values you just as much as you want it, okay? So never, ever, 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 ever forget that when you are in a contraction, when you are in the down, that is very, very important information. So embrace it and love yourself there. Gift yourself grace. You have ground. You have agency, though, from that. Never forget, you have agency to keep going, to keep making choices that take you towards that satisfying and deeply pleasurable life that you long to live. You know, it's not just reserved for certain people. It's reserved for those of us who are willing to open our hearts, get vulnerable, get raw, get real, go into that down and build the fucking grit to climb the fuck back out and get what you want. So you have to decide where you're at. Are you more in that depressive feminine, not doing enough? Or are you overdoing, over-efforting, and you need to pull back? What's your super effort? And what is that challenge for you in order to make, that next move towards everything you want? So I love you. I hope you'll join me. If you do, tag me and hashtag challenge or change agent. Change agent. You are the change agent of your life. No one else, nothing else saves you. It's up to you.